Hello guys, welcome back to Life with Paulie. Today is currently August 22nd. It is Thursday and it is almost 7 p.m. And I'm going to be getting ready to take Annabelle out here for a walk. I usually take her out about 8 o'clock to go potty one more time for the night. I'm currently in the tent right now, just relaxing. And just got done making a thumbnail for this video, and I wanted to talk about the tent life. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I moved into my 2007 Saturn Ion. I lived in that for over a year, and then I decided to buy a insulated tent, and that's what I am in right now. If you want to know more about my story, you can go back and you can watch my previous videos. Please consider hitting the subscribe button and the all notification bell down below. I do several videos on this station, including ASMR at night for people that have a hard time sleeping. I do water sounds, waterfalls, crickets, cicadas, thunder, and lightning. So if you like that type of stuff at night and you want to fall asleep fast, please come to my lives at night. I usually start them at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is like New York time, because I live in Coxsackie, New York. And I'm currently residing in a tent, and I'm trying to save money for another used vehicle. If you want to know why I need a new vehicle, well, a used vehicle, a different car, you can go back and watch my previous videos and catch up on my story. You want to know why I live in nature and outside in a tent? You can go watch my other videos. And catch up on my story. I would suggest that you go back and you watch my other videos. But I just wanted to let everybody know out there that tent life is not free. Even if someone is living in a tent, they still have bills that they have to tend with. And they still have bills they have to pay. Now, of course, I know there's a lot of homeless people out there, and there's some homeless people that don't choose to be homeless. And they have to live in a tent, or sometimes they even live in a box. And those people might not have no bills, but they are struggling to survive, and they're struggling to get food. They're struggling to get water. And they don't have jobs or whatever the case may be. Now, I myself, I don't have a job, but I am on disability, and I receive a disability check every month. And I started receiving that check a couple years ago because of health issues, and then I had a heart attack in 2021. I had a major heart attack, which destroyed most of my heart. And now I'm at like a 35% infraction rate, so I do get disability, but I only get one check a month, and I have to budget that money. And when you have to save for a car, it is even harder to save for a big ticket item when you only get one check a month and you're on disability. So I have to budget my money, and I do budget my money even though I live in a tent. I still have bills I gotta pay. I have Annabelle here. This is my dog that I had before I moved into my tent and started living in nature outside. Before I started living in my car, I had Annabelle here for quite a few years. And I did have an apartment, but I gave up that apartment after my mom passed away of cancer in 2022. She passed away of cancer, and I gave that apartment up for specific reasons. And if you want to know those reasons, you can go back and watch my previous videos. But I still have bills. I have Annabelle to take care of here, and I figured out my budget and how much I spend usually a month. Now, it's not everything that I spend a month because I didn't add in gas or anything like that. But my monthly budget to live in the tent and to get everything I need is about $422 a month. So I am paying bills even though I'm living in a tent. Of course, I'm not paying rent. I'm outside of my daughter's property. I don't live with my daughter because she's married. She's got a husband. She works hard for her money. And I'm not that type of person. I want to do things on my own. So that's why I decided to come outside on her property, live outside on her property in a tent. And I love it. I love nature. I love being in nature. Yes, it gets lonely and depressing sometimes, but I still like it. I like it better than being cooped up in an apartment. And Annabelle here likes it. She gets lots of exercise. But anyways, so I spend about $50 a month on her. Sometimes a little more, depending. But usually it's about $50 a month because I buy her food. That's with her food and her treats. $50 a month. That's not including anything else for her. But for her food and treats, I spend about $50 a month on her. I give my daughter, as you can see there, I got a light and I got fans inside my tent. And I give my daughter money towards her electric bill to help her out with her electric bill. And since I use the electric, because if you're living in a tent or you're living in a van or a car, you have to have power, some power. A lot of people have power stations. I never had to buy a power station because my daughter has a shed outside of her house and she's got power in the shed. So I use her power and I give her money towards her electric bill every month. So I give her $80 towards her electric bill every month. I probably don't use that much electric. I use the lights and I use the fans and I cook with it. I have a toaster oven, I have a crock pot, I have a coffee pot. So I do, and I have a little refrigerator. So I do use the electric, so I give her money towards her electric bill every month. My car insurance, I have a car that I have to pay car insurance on. That is $80 a month. I buy my own bottled water because bottled water, I don't have running water out here. And I buy my own water because my daughter pretty much ain't home at all. So it's hard to fill up water bottles at her house or to fill up, gallons of water in her house because she's hardly ever here. So I just buy my own water bottles and I buy gallons of water. I buy water bottles either from Walmart sometimes or sometimes Tops. Or sometimes I'll buy water bottles from Dollar General. And water bottles I buy monthly. Those cost about $20. And I drink the water, or I'll add like packets of juice to the water to drink. And then I also buy gallons of water. Gallons of water, I spend about $7 a month on gallons of water. The gallons of water I use mainly to make coffee with. I have a little 4-cup coffee maker. So I mainly use my gallons of water to make coffee. And that's about $7 a month. I have my phone bill, which I have Verizon. I get the $50 card from Verizon. That's unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited internet. And that is $50 a month. Of course, you got the taxes and fees. So it comes out to be about $55 a month for my phone. And that's what I use to get out videos to you guys and to do the ASMR live streams at night. So that's about $55 a month. And then, of course, excuse me, I gotta buy myself food, and I figure about $130 a month for food. I really don't eat a lot. Since I've been living in a tent and living outside and been getting more exercise, I lost a lot of weight. When I had my apartment, I weighed 240 pounds. When I had my heart attack, I weighed 240 pounds. And I was considered to be overweight because I'm only 5'4". I'm a guy, but I'm only about 5'4" in height. I'm very short like my mom was. And I weigh 240 pounds. The last time I went to the doctors, I'm down to 173. So I lost a lot of weight. And that is because I get more exercise. I do mow my daughter's lawn. She didn't ask me to mow it. Her husband didn't ask me to mow it. But I started mowing my daughter's lawn. And I've been now living on my daughter's property. In my car, I lived for over a year. Of course, I was only in my car at night to sleep, for a little over a year. And then I bought the tent that I'm residing in now. I have a full bed in here. Of course, I got Annabelle, and I got my fans, my light. And there are windows in the tent here. But yeah, I bought this tent, and I've been living out here for over a year now. And in that year, I mowed my daughter's lawn, I think about 7 times. And I lost all that weight. Like I said, I weighed 240 pounds, and now I only weigh 173. So that is good for me. That is good for my heart. That's good because I got type 2 diabetes. So that has helped that a lot. I also have high blood pressure and high cholesterol. That has been lowered and great because I lost a lot of weight. So it's done me a lot of good to move out of my apartment into my car and then into the tent here. I'm outside every day. I'm in the tent now, but usually I'm not in the tent. I'm usually outside all day with Annabelle here. Playing ball with her or walking around, or like I said, I mow my daughter's lawn and I do things like that. I'm always active during the day. So it has helped out a lot. But I just wanted to put out there for everybody, it is not totally free to live in a tent or to be homeless. Now, of course, yes, there are people out there that are living totally free, no bills at all. There's some people, but they are also suffering because they don't have food or they don't have water. Those people, I feel bad for and I feel sorry for. And, I wish I could help them out, and I wish I could help more people like that. Because you never know why that person is in that situation. Sure, it could be because of something they did, or it could be because of drugs. But that's not always the case, guys. You can't judge a book by its cover. Me, myself, a lot of people might say, well, why don't you get a job? Why don't you work? Why are you lazy? I'm not lazy. I'm not working because I got a lot of health issues. I worked a lot of years of my life, and I get disability now. And I get more disability than the average person that is on SSI. I get almost double of what somebody gets on SSI because I worked a lot of years of my life and I paid into the system. I paid into disability. So, yeah. But I just want to put that out there, that it's not always free to live, even if you're living in a tent or outside. My total bills aren't that much. $422 a month is not that bad for total bills. But I still have bills. And that's not including like gas and things like that. I didn't include that in my total bills. Of course, I don't have that rent every month. And I'm glad I don't have that rent every month. The apartment that I did have actually was only $600 a month. So that's not bad. But nowadays, rents are very, very high. The apartment that I used to have was only $600 a month. And that was for a 3-bedroom up and downstairs. But most apartments now, I was in that apartment for 7 years and the landlord never raised our rent in 7 years. Most landlords are not like that. Most people that own properties are not like that. Apartment complexes are not like that. A lot of rents, you're talking $1,500 a month for a one-bedroom now. Sometimes it's $1,000 just for a studio apartment now. Very expensive to live. Not to mention the rising costs and gas prices, food prices, utility prices. It's just crazy. So, I myself am choosing to live like this. I myself am choosing to live in a tent, to live on my own, and to do things on my own. I've always been that way, and I probably will always be that way until the day I die. Mainly the reason why I moved down here is to be closer to my daughter, because where I used to live and my mom passed away, of course I didn't have nobody in that town. So I moved closer to my daughter because she is my next of kin, and if anything was to happen to me, I would want her to take care of it. And plus, I have Annabelle here that I have to worry about. When you have pets, you have to worry about your pets too. You can't just worry about yourself. I have a living animal here that I have to worry about. And that's my main concern, is her. If something was to happen to me, even if I was to end up in the hospital for a few days or a week, like I've had happen quite a few times, I would have to have somebody that would be able to watch her and take care of her. And living down by my daughter, I have that. All I would have to do is call her and tell her, you know, excuse me. All I would have to do is call my daughter, tell her, you know, I have to go to the hospital. I'm going to be in the hospital for this long. I'm going to put the dog in the cage. Please get her out. And then she would come and get her and put her, you know, give her to probably her husband's mom would be watching her until I got out. Or my other daughter would be watching her until I got out. My daughter, I don't think would be able to watch her. I'm on my daughter's property, and I don't think my daughter would be able to watch her herself, because she has a dog, plus she has cats. So my dog loves other dogs, and she loves cats, but she likes to play with cats. This one right here likes to play with cats, and her cats don't really like that. So it'd be better for Annabelle here to either be watched by my one daughter that I have that lives about 10 minutes away, or my oldest daughter, you know, I'm on her property now. She would get her husband's mom to watch her, because that's who watches their dog when they go away, when they go on vacation, or when they're gone for a few days. My oldest daughter's husband's mom watches their dog. I would watch their dog, but they usually have his mom do it, so I don't have to. But yeah, so just keep that in mind though, guys, that like I said, people out there that are homeless, you don't know why they're homeless, or I don't consider myself homeless because I'm choosing this lifestyle. I want to live this lifestyle. I don't want to be cooped up in an apartment. I don't want to be lazy and just laying around all day. And that's how I was in my apartment. To tell you the truth, it's very hard living in an apartment or living in a house, you know, especially when you got a bed and everything. I mean, I got a bed in here, you know what I mean? I got a bed in here. I got a full-size, twin-size bed in here. I got the doggies' water and stuff over there, my fans and stuff and light. But I don't stay in here during the day. I get outside, I do things, I exercise, I walk, I play with Annabelle here. I do different things. You know, to stay in a tent, it would be kind of boring to stay in a tent all day. I mow my daughter's lawn. So it has helped me health-wise to move into my car, live out of my car, and now I'm living in a tent outside in nature. It has helped me tremendously health-wise. And it might help you too. You don't know. You know, a lot of people, they can't live this lifestyle, and I understand that. Whatever suits you best is what suits you best. And that's just it, guys. But yeah, I wanted to put that out there on how much I pay in bills every month, because I still got bills every month. I still have stuff I have to buy. I have to take care of Annabelle. I have car insurance. I have, you know, her doggy food I gotta buy. I gotta buy food for myself. I buy bottled water for myself. I buy gallons of water for myself. So yeah, I still buy stuff, and I'm still spending money on stuff that we need. I make sure I take care of myself, and I make sure I take care of my puppy here. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there for everybody. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Leave a comment down below if you would like me to talk about any topics. I talk about different topics on my channel, but not only talk about different topics on my channel, you know, I do the ASMRs at night to help people sleep. So if you're one of them people that need help sleeping, I always start my live streams at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 10 p.m. New York time. But you can go into my homepage and go to my live feeds, and you can watch the videos and replay the videos. They are always up on my channel. So if you're at a different time zone than I am, and you're going to bed, say, at 8 p.m. at night in a different time zone, you can always come to my YouTube channel, go to my lives, and you will see the lives there that I have done. Some of them are 10-hour lives. So you can always replay those live streams, the ASMR water sounds, the cricket sounds, the thunder and lightning sounds. You can always replay those to help you go to sleep. I know sometimes it will help people also with concentration. If you're doing homework or you're doing college studying work, whatever the case may be, sometimes those kinds of ASMR noises, whether it be waterfalls, crickets, cicadas, you know, thunder and lightning, sometimes that helps people concentrate, or even meditation. So give my channel a try. Subscribe down below. If you have any topics you would like me to talk about, leave them in the comments down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.